Otherworld-Aryndor was not falling by accident. This wasn't just another war. Where the black banners of Ernolf passed, ancient forests withered into dust. Rivers ran shallow, choked with the ash of burned cities. And the cities themselves, they didn't just fall to sea, they were emptied, their very magic leached from the land, leaving scars that would never heal. This wasn't conquest. It was a ritual, high above, beyond the sky, and even beyond time. A council of watchers gathered. They were beings older than nations, woven from light, memory, and myth. They didn't rule worlds. They observed them. At their center hovered Aryndor, the astral dragon, his immense form forged of molten starlight. Around him were Sulphira, the unicorn of foresight. Theron, the phoenix of judgment. Kelthas, the serpent of the void. Morveth, the minotaur of Lord Sulphira's horns shimmered with visions of ruin. "The land is dying," she said softly. Theron's flames flared with anger. Ernolf accelerates his campaign. He no longer hides his true intent. Kelthas, the serpent, hissed in agreement. Because secrecy no longer matters to him. Then, "Speak it plainly," Morvath's deep voice rumbled. Aryndor's eyes burned like distant supernovas. Ernolf is not conquering Aryndor. A heavy silence fell across the astral plane. "He is unmaking it," the dragon continued. "Every city he destroys weakens the veil between worlds. Every stronghold he corrupts feeds a ritual far older than this one." Sulphira's light dimmed as she uttered the forbidden name. Diosu, a name that echoed with the terror of a forgotten god. "A master beyond this realm," Theron said grimly. "A god of consumption." "If Ernolf succeeds," Aryndor declared, "Aryndor will become a summoning circle for his master." Morvith finished the thought. "And if Diosu crosses over, this world ends." The council's most sacred law forbade them from interfering directly. But Kelthas's gaze shifted to the tangled threads of fate. "Unless the hand that acts is unbound by this world's destiny." Aryndor turned his focus past Aryndor, past time and probability, into a different reality entirely. Another age. Another world. A single man. "The does not belong to this story," Sulphira whispered. "The, which means," Theron realized, "he is not bound by its rules." Aryndor extended a claw of pure starlight. "He will suffer. He will doubt. He may fail." Morveth gave a single, resolute nod. "But he will choose." And with that, the council broke the silence of eternity. On a world much like our own, Jay was practicing his swordsmanship under a sky filled with cherry blossoms. One moment, there was solid ground beneath his feet. The next, the world tore apart. Blinding light consumed him. Gravity vanished, and his body felt like it was dragged through fire and ice at the same time. He slammed onto cold, hard stone, gasping for air under a sky of unfamiliar stars. An immense power pressed down on him, forcing him to his knees. Before him stood beings that should not exist. "You have been summoned." Aryndor's voice echoed not in his ears, but inside his very bones. Sulphira stepped forward, her light softening the terrifying scene. "You are not chosen because you are the strongest." Morvath's voice followed, heavy and final. "Nor because you are destined. You were chosen from all of time as the strongest swordsman," Theron clarified, his form wreathed in fire. Jay stared, his heart pounding against his ribs. "You dragged me across realities. For that? Too." "Give this world a chance," Aryndor replied. Kelthas's eyes narrowed. "You will not be guided by prophecy. You will not be protected by immortals. Your fate is your own." Jay swallowed hard. "This is a lot to throw on one person. What if I refuse?" For the first time, the council was silent. Finally, Selphira spoke, her voice filled with sorrow. Aryndor will fall. Then your world will follow, along with countless others. Jay exhaled, a storm of anger and fear twisting inside him. So, I save this world, and I save my own as well. Aryndor inclined his massive, starlit head. Ah, that is the truth of it. Jay closed his eyes, the weight of worlds settling on his shoulders. When he opened them, his gaze was steady. Fine, he said, his voice ringing with newfound resolve. But in return, you send me home when it's done. The dragon's eyes seemed to glow with something like approval. Agreed. You will need to gather allies. Far below, in a city called Moonfall, inventors worked, warriors trained, and the embers of resistance still smoldered. And somewhere in the growing darkness, Aryndor laughed, feeding a dying world to his dark master. The war for Aryndor, and for all worlds, had just begun. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter. See you next time.